Joining us now with more on the latest developments in Sri Lanka about the Easter Sunday bombings is the country's permanent representative to the United Nations, Amrith Rohan Perera. Mr. Ambassador, thank you for being here, and please accept our prayers for the people of Sri Lanka. What is the latest that you can tell us about the crisis of the Easter Sunday bombings?
Thank you very much. What I can say is that the death toll has now risen to over 350 for the reason that large numbers were injured, and with those who have succumbed to injuries, number has naturally risen. There are over 30 children among them, and on the side of investigations are continuing. Number of arrests have been made, and this will continue in the coming days and weeks.
How are the people of Sri Lanka feeling about this tragedy?
Well, this tragedy occurred on one of the most sacred days in Sri Lanka, in particular to the Catholics and the Christians, but it is also a day of national celebration. A particular church in Colombo was venerated not only by Catholics, also by the Buddhists, Hindus. It is a church existing from the Portuguese times and well known for miracles. So the entire society is affected by it, that it happened on that day. It also coincided with the traditional Sinhala and Tamil New Year. So it was an assault not only on the Christian community, but on the social fabric at large, on the cherished values and principles of humanity that Sri Lankan, the multi-ethnic, multicultural, multi-religious society of Sri Lanka deeply cherish.
Your Prime Minister is warning about sleeper cells. Are people afraid of a threat of new bomb attacks?
Naturally, after an event of this nature, given the magnitude, there are tremendous fears, and it's always in such situations, the tendency is to be cautious and take all necessary precautions to avoid a repetition.
The Catholic Archbishop of Colombo has suspended all church services until next Monday because of security concerns. Is religious freedom at risk in Sri Lanka?
I would not say that religious freedom is at risk. This is obviously natural following this episode, and it's for the Archbishop to take that decision. And once again, it's a preventive measure. And that by itself does not mean that the religious freedom is restricted. People will always light a lamp, light a candle in the privacy of their homes. That is the essence of religion.
Authorities are pointing to a Sri Lankan terror group, the National Tawhid Jamaat, as the masterminds behind the Easter Sunday bombings. We haven't heard much about them in the U.S. Who are they?
I have no specifics apart from what we read in the media. I'm afraid that must await further investigation.
What message can we send to the people of Sri Lanka that have been affected by this horrendous attack?
Yes, message is to be vigilant, to be peaceful, not to react, not to be guided by emotion, but to reach out to your neighbor, to members of all faiths. In fact, right now, not only in Sri Lanka, here in New York City, I've been attending multi-faith ceremonies, and we are sending out the message. We had one of the biggest multi-faith events in New York City yesterday in this permanent mission, with the participation of all religious leaders. And the message is that we all speak in this common language of humanity.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you.